What's up guys, Twig46 here with the next episode of Silent Hunter 4. Now, last we left off, we were on this crazy hunt that we had to do all these calculations for. It was insane. 2 different ships, one here, it started here, changed direction, blah blah blah. You know the rest. If you don't, if this is your first time with me, check out the last video and this will all make sense. Anyway, this episode we gotta do something new. We got to go to this place. So I'm supposed to kill ships, and that's 150 nautical miles, which is just right over there. How convenient. Alright, so we'll move the little circle doodad there. We'll go ahead and erase all this, because it's junk. Okay, and we need to set up a patrol route. Now, that'll get us in the right direction.
Returning to course, sir. Yes, sir.
Also, you can relieve battle stations. Thank you.
Relieve the battle stations.
Ah! Okay, so let's see here. Where are we in relationship to everything? Alright, so they're gonna be down here. So they're probably gonna... Are they going to go this way or are they going to go this way? That's going to determine which half of the circle I want to be in. Oops. Let's try a pattern like this. And then we'll do a zigzag here. And then we'll go back to a box there. And we'll try something like that and see what we get. Of course, that'll definitely be within the allotted time, because remember, we're starting here, so this should totally be within the allotted time frame, if there is one. Okay, so we're good. So we actually got a small convoy that approaching on this side of the circle. Unfortunately, we're about 200, so 300. So if we booked it,
yes, sir.
Right now,
Course 6, 8.
Yes, sir.
Ahead flank.
we might be able to get them on radar. And it's a convoy. That's why I'm doing this. If not, that'll suck. But whatever. We're going to try to intercept. We might have missed them, we might have not. Let's try going a little bit more like this. Come on. Make sure Mr. Radar Man's doing his job. See if we can catch these guys. We're obviously gonna have to get off of flank speed pretty quick here. So if we don't find them by the end of this line, we lost them. We'll resume our course based on where we are here. We might have to circle this way. Alright, so we haven't found them yet, so we're gonna stop looking for them, unfortunately. Alright, so let's go ahead and return to our course. Got a small convoy outside of our patrol zone though. Not ideal. Oops. Okay, so that's definitely a plane because it's very fast, so we're gonna have to get under.
New den 165. Yes, sir.
And we're gonna have to do so relatively quickly because these waters are very calm. As you can see, we can see the boat all the way down. In fact, this camera's even better for that. Let's watch the boat dive. This is always so cool once it goes under. This is why we have to hurry, because as you can see, the boat in the upper right hand corner in a couple seconds here will say that we are underwater. But we are still totally visible. Oh, it just looks so pretty. And apparently I'm not using the graphics enhancement mod that's available.
0.
But there is one, so it can look even prettier than this. And this looks pretty dang pretty. For like, what, a 1999 or
0.
2004 level game. This is amazing. Alright. So anyway, we should be relatively safe once we get to about 140.
Current depth 1 0 0.
Right. I mean, I can barely see the ship. You can barely just make out the outline right here. See it? Barely.
Current depth 1 2 0.
But, you know. And I know exactly where to look. You can just see the line right here. Barely. Barely. So we should be safe from this plane. So anyway, let's get the clock up. Enough wasting time with that. Let's get back to the patrol, but we can't do that until the plane leaves. Which by the time we're, you know, at our depth, it's time to go back up. But again,
New depth 1 6 5.
alright, so we're definitely undetected. So we're down, and now it's time to come back up. And our radar is working again, and away we go. Alright, so in our patrol zone, cruising our little line. It's turning into nighttime here. Not ideal for this video series, but whatever. Can't be daytime all the time, unless there's a cheat that I'm unaware of. Okay, nothing there. Just because we're finding nothing doesn't mean there is nothing. I'm gonna do some broader level zigzags here. If we don't find anything there, I'm thinking about kind of patrolling this end a bit more seriously. And then we can go to the middle if that doesn't work out. The reason why I'm focusing on the ends is because usually they'll go up through here, or they're coming through here or up, and then they'll go over at some point. I mean, obviously you would want to go a little further, get the distance as short as possible, but this is in my circle. This is where I have to stay. So that is what I'm going to do. We better get a ship sometime soon, otherwise I might go crazy. Come on, you. Let's make sure the radar guy is in fact radaring.
New message received.
Nope, they want us here. Alright, whatever. Come on. Find me a ship. Anyway, while we're waiting, how was your guys' day? Mine was alright. This is my day off when I'm recording this, so I've just been chilling and relaxing, and not much has gone on, which is perfect. That's just the way I like it. Except, when I'm playing video games. Because this part isn't particularly interesting. But we have a flash message, which means something. Solomon Islands, y'all know by now that it's way the heck down here. See? Yeah. So we're gonna ignore that. Instead, we have our little patrol route, which I am having horrendous luck with. Oh. Contact. Just as we were giving up. O ye of little faith. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stop the boat here, because it looks like we're already in line. What does it look like?
Single
Yes,
contact.
sir.
Bearing
New depth
286.
30.
Long
Yes,
range.
sir.
I'm gonna go to Dexawash here because, quite frankly, we just let's put some guys on the watch actually, just to make sure. All right, neat. So basically, I've learned from experience that if you're just gonna sit here, you're probably gonna want to be more like this, just so it reduces your profile, and your ballast tanks are already flooded, so if you do have to dive, you can dive away relatively quickly. Anyway, back to here. He's on our scope, so we're gonna go ahead, and since we're basically in optimal torpedo range right now, and you know, this is usually when I like to dive, is about here. So we just got all of this time in the world to just sit here and just track him and see what happens, if he changes course, if he does anything interesting. I don't think he is, so we're gonna go ahead and wait a little bit longer and then dive. Alright, so here we go. You can just see how fast the submarine will respond. Like, it, even in the like 2 seconds it took me to do that, it's already underwater. And granted, it was on like 32 times acceleration, but you know, or was it 16? I don't know. Basically like a second and it's underwater. It's amazing. Alright, so he's on our sonar. So enough messing around, let's take a listen, huh? Which is here. Alright, so he should be here. There you are. I was expecting him to be more here, but then I realized on the map that my ship isn't exactly in a 90 degrees, so he's a little bit more to the left than I thought. Anyway, let's see. Let's take a look at our torpedo situation. We're gonna do an aft attack here, so we're probably gonna want to get the boat moving a little bit. Do it.
Yes, sir.
We're not totally silent, but we don't totally need to be. Okay. So there he is, and we always start tracking at about 5 nautical miles. It's just easy. Mostly because that's the spot where it transitions from nautical miles to yards. We can go a little bit more like that, guys. Oops, maybe about half. There we go. Basically, just want to be on the other side of this line. And he is almost there. Alright, I say that's good enough. Let's start tracking. Okay, we have a solid lock.
Merchant.
Whoops, 1
Bearing.
second there. Gotta get our mark, don't we? We need to know about how fast he's going,
9. Closing.
which will determine how fast I need to do things. Obviously, no rush right now, but you know, I've had several situations in this series and in the past, playing on my own, where they were going really fast and I did not have like any time to react.
8. Closing. Merchant. Closing.
He's going 8 knots, so we got all the time in the world.
7. 0.
And we just passed the line, so that's good. It's precisely where we want to be. And actually, I'll repurpose this circle, because if I want to be there, I want to be roughly here, more or less, when I shoot. I'm comfortable with here, but the thing is if we look at the sea, It's very, very calm, and there's not a lot of wave action. If you look levelly, there's not a lot of waves to hide the scope. I mean, there's a little bit, but it's, you know, relatively calm. Because you have to just, you know, pretend like you're on a boat. You're going to be way up here. There's nothing happening. Speaking of boats, let's go ahead and get a look at this guy. He's at 267, right? Uh-huh. So there he is. I don't know what he is, but he's there.
Merchant, bearing 266. Closing.
Alright. Okay. Gonna take a quick break here. Give me 1 second. Excellent. I was just checking to see if the sound was, the voice was recording, because I've had 2 episodes where I thought I was recording and I didn't, and I'm planning on doing another 2 episodes today just to kind of get ahead of the processing and rendering bit, because that does take a good, I'd say about half an hour to 35 minutes, depending on how long the video is, to render it. And then to upload and process, that's anywhere between like hour and a half to 2 hours, depending. So it's a long process for each video, and so I just want to get ahead so I don't have to worry about it, but you know. Alrighty, so we're doing our thing. Gotta let him get a little bit closer. Hopefully. Alright, let's do a speed check. Hopefully we'll get far enough away by the time we're ready to fire. Alright, let's do it. And you guys are of course going to remind me that I need to correct my 90-degree course, because last time that was something I didn't do until the very last second. And it was not a pleasant experience for me. And the reason why I do it this way is because when the range doesn't matter, when you target your ships, doing it the Dick Cocaine attack. I forgot what he was called. I am so tired right now. I should not be trying to think. Okay, so we know what this guy is from experience. If you're new, then we'll show you anyway. But I know he's about a 4,000 tonner. 4,500, something like that. It's only wait, did I pass him? No, I didn't. There's only a few ships with stacks like that. There, see? Such a distinct profile in the water. Anyway, since we're here, let's go ahead and get an exact 90 on this guy. He's only going 8 knots. We'd want him to stay that way. No, that's not bad. I can live with that. Alright, so let's get our scope down. And we need a course for this line.
251.
Which is not good enough. I know how to play this game, you guys. 537. Crap. Was that 137? Yeah, 137. Okay, so 2035 7.
New course 136.
Good enough. Alright, cool. So we're basically there, which is nice. Alright, so what's our rough range at the moment? We're 1600, so we're pretty much in the butter zone.
Yes, sir.
So I don't mind.
Speed 0.
I don't mind this.
2, 4, 9.
Alright, so we need to start setting up some stuff here. Alright, so we know that we're going to be doing an aft attack. So our torpedoes, all of them will be set up just in case. Okay, and our ship has a draft of 15, so standard depth we'll do 5. We'll use tubes 9 and 10.
4.
Okay, so that's set. We know he's going about 8 knots. There. The angle on bow, which should be about 80, which would make it here. And then the range, we'll just say this. And that'll give us a nice straight track. Alright, so our tentative calculations are set up. So all we're really missing is the range.
7.
Alright, 247, so he's way the heck over here. So we're going to check up on him again when he's more like at 220. So let's just time accelerate. There. Can only go 32, unfortunately, in this mode, but that's a good thing. Because it's very easy to time accelerate past things. Alright, so he's more like at 220. Cool. So, let's take a look.
Bearing 2, 2, 1.
Alright, so we need to know if he's changed at all.
2, 2, 0.
A little bit. Well, that's alright. We should be totally fine here.
2, 1, 9.
Alright, scope down. Range
2, 1.
18. Alright, so we took a new 90. So we'll need to
Bearing 2,
take a new 90.
7.
Like so. That puts our course at 137 again.
2, yes, sir. 1, new course. 6, 1, 3, 7. Yes, sir.
Good enough. Okay.
Bearing 2, 1, 5.
Yeah, we don't need it all the way up though. Alright, so we're going to check up on him again when he's at 200.
1, 4.
And we'll take... Oh, he's lost. Crap. Alright, we're almost ready to fire. So we need a range and then open our tubes. Range 1850, so we'll put in 19. Aft tubes are opened and ready to fire. Alright, so that'll get our range set up. So 190. And the range we'll just put at about there. That should be enough. And we're ready. All we're waiting for is him to cross that line. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, here we go. Now, this guy's a big ship. I'm assuming he's going to see them. So I'm going to put one here. And that's going to be the shot that's going to be ahead of him. And I'm going to put one way behind him. And hopefully that'll hit him. I'm also anticipating that he's going to be turning. So I'm also going to put one way behind him, like there. Alright, this should work. We'll see. We'll go to the torpedo map.
Torpedo in the water.
Let's see, there's one of them, and the other is there. So let's see what happens. If this doesn't work, then we've totally screwed it up, and he's probably not going to sink, but I'm anticipating that he's going to be able to see it right about now. Yep, see, he's turning. He's turning. He saw it. He's probably slowing down too, which is why I shot the one so late. But it looks like this one's gonna hit him. Ooh, nice. Got some secondaries. Alright, go to the map, and there's the second one. It's way late. He's turning again. Oh, it's a race. I don't think it's gonna hit though. I think he's gonna speed up. Nope, it's a hit. Boom. Excellent. So he's on fire in 2 places, and there he goes. He's gone. Ooh, cracked in half too. Fabulous. Alrighty, there it is. Let's surface the boat. Alright, let's take a look at what we've done. Actually, you know what? I should thank you guys, because doing these attacks in the daytime is actually a whole lot more fun and entertaining for me. It's more challenging, and it makes my experience playing this game a lot more fun. If this was a night attack, he wouldn't have saw those at all, because these are steam torpedoes and they make bubbles. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. The mast is gonna hit, and it's gonna break off. No, it's not. What's our depth? Over 1,000. Yeah, so we'll never see him. There we are, way the heck over there. Alright. So we've successfully killed something. We can get a new patrol route if we want. I want. This area sucks. Alright. So for 96 hours. So we got a time limit and a new patrol. Excellent, 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 excellent. 150 net. At least I think it was. 150, yep, okay. Excellent. So we're out of here. This place sucks. And for that, I only shot 2 torpedoes. Which I needed both of them to hit for that to work. Alright, so let's erase that. Return to course. Okay, so let's see here. We have to get here, and we're here. So I can either go the north route, cut through the middle, or go through the south route. Or I can go very far south route. I'm gonna go the middle because there's ships over here, and you know, it's the fastest way. This is a really busy place in the shipping lanes, and this is where we want to be, is in the shallower water. There's tons and tons of ships over here, and if we don't find anything on this patrol route, I'm gonna be surprised. Alright, so we got our patrol. Let's go ahead and get there. Get the heck away from this location, because they are probably gonna wonder what's going on. And look, the lovely CO2 glitch has reared its ugly head again. For those of you who are new, this glitch is basically like, even though your sub is surfaced, it still thinks that it's underwater. The only way to fix it is to save and reload, which isn't a bad idea, because, you know, I usually save after every kill off camera, just because I don't want to lose the progress, because, you know, I've had that happen a few times and it really sucks. Because then you have to redo everything, and if you know, it's just nightmare. Just a nightmare. You don't want to have that happen. Alright, so we're entering nighttime, I believe. Oop, we got a ship. Ship spotted. Alright, let's go ahead and stop the boat. Take a look at the sea.
3-1-4, long range.
That's pretty calm again, so we're gonna go ahead and
Yes, sir.
Dex awash.
Depth 2.
I'm gonna get the oops, I wanna go backwards. 2, 3, 4. And we want the crew to be where they need to be. So I believe at this depth we should be okay for a Dex awash. Yes. Okay, the crew's gonna stay out this. Nope, they're not. Whatever. I don't care. I have radar. So, we need to know if it's gonna turn into daytime or not. And we have all the time in the world to track this guy. He's going slow. Alright, so let's see. If it's not going to turn daytime, I can, let's see, he's going northeast-ish, so like roughly here. So I have it already set. I think we're in nighttime. Well, that stinks. Alright, we're going to have to surface and move.
Yes, sir. Ahead standard.
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's definitely within radar range, so we're fine. Alright, so we're moving. We got our clock up. Oh wow, he is slow. We can probably slow down too. A little more northeast-ish. We'll kind of track him, shadow him, without him even knowing. We're just gonna do this all night long. All right, so now we're in the daytime, I think. Yep. All right, so by the time, I just thought it said 3 to port, and I'm like looking. I was like, yeah, I think the ship is turning, but I think it was just my head and like the camera angle. Anyway, daytime now, which means an attack is imminent. Because I want you guys to watch and enjoy, you know, 'cause that's what it's all about. So I have fun making these videos. I have fun,
Yes, sir. New course.
you know,
1-0-1.
these challenges that you guys are giving me, trying to do daytime attacks. It's making the placement of torpedoes interesting. Alright, so we're gonna be basically at a 90-degree angle. Current goal, cross the line. Alright, so we're here, 7.5-ish is there. And from here, about there, so we can go even slower if we wanted to. Let's see, what do we look like? Oh, we look beautiful. This is exactly what we want. Barely making any noise. No CO2. Dude, this is like the sexiest submarine. We could even go
Yes, sir.
further.
New depth 3-6.
Alright, just watch how fast the submarine will go. It's like, it's so fast. Once the ballast tanks are all underwater, it's just like, yeah, you're underwater now. Yep, and then we're on battery power. Do not want to be opening up any hatches right now, guys. All we want are the masts to be exposed, and that's it. Because the radar is this little thing right here. That's the only thing we want happening. And we could actually go to, let's just go to 40.
Yes, sir. New depth 3-9.
Yes, sir.
Just go a little lower, please. Oh, it looks so beautiful. And the cool thing is we can totally still see the entire submarine. So we kind of have to be careful because our surface radar, which is this thing right here, it may be spinning, but it definitely does not work right now. So if we have any kind of planes overhead, we are going to be in trouble because we are totally visible to them, even at periscope depth. I was thinking about going back up to decks awash to get the radar up and running, but you know, the chances of a plane being out here and this late in the war, you know, I don't know. I don't see it happening. But that's my risk that I'm taking. Alright, so let's see here. So this needs to be more like at 5. We need to be more like at periscope depth now. Let's take a look at what we look like.
0.
Yeah, see, we're visible. But not too visible, but indeed we are visible. Okay, so here he comes. Sound man. Do we have a track? We have a track. Alright, good. Let's take a listen.
Merchant. Closing. Bearing. 105.
Excellent. So it's probably something similar. I don't know. So we're here to find out though. Alright, so he's crossed the line. So we'll let him go a little bit further so I can see where he is. To put the X on the map.
Bearing. 10.
Right, so we need to know how fast slow is because you are going slow.
6.
So, tell me, how fast is slow? 2.
Merchant. Bearing. 109.
Okay.
Closing.
7 knots. Yeah, that's pretty slow.
Merchant. Bearing. 110. Closing.
No, you didn't.
Bearing. 109. Closing.
Yes, sir. New depth. 4-1.
Yes, sir.
You didn't just do that. Come on. Get the masts out of the water. Get that radar spinning. Okay. Radar is exposed. Radar is spinning. You did not just do that. Okay. Well, at least we're getting an exact 90 right now. It sucks because I don't want an exact 90 right now. I wanted to do an aft attack because that's where all my torpedoes are. At least all the reserves. But, you know, gotta roll with them punches. Alright, so let's get back under.
Yes, sir. New depth.
Merchant.
6-1.
Bearing.
Relieve the watch.
Shut that guy up, didn't it? Alright, so we won't need to do battle stations because the crew is at pretty dang good efficiency right now. They have like 0, none of these guys have any fatigue. They just got out of their bunks. Whereas these guys had 44 and 41. These guys need to go to bed. But, you know, they're just chilling. They're hanging out. They're not doing much. They're having their relaxation time. But yeah, our efficiency is amazing right now because we just changed the watch. Okay, so looks like we need a course of 150, 20, oh, there it is. Great.
Course 150. Yes, sir.
Beautiful. So how far are we away from this guy? Okay, we'll be fine. Just make that turn happen. You know.
Yes, sir. Current speed 1. Yes, sir.
Come on, guys.
Depth 6, 0.
Oh, just appreciate how slow machine warfare is.
Bearing. 1, 0, 6. Closing.
That's why I love fighting with machines rather than
Merchant.
with soldiers.
Bearing. 1, 0, 5. Closing.
Because with soldiers, a lot of video games nowadays are quick twitch reflex kind of games. I'm not about that. I don't like that. Because it's too easy to make a mistake and not know it, and it's also too easy to recover from that mistake if you know how to. With machines, you can only go as fast as the machine goes. Like if you're driving a submarine, I can only go as fast as this thing is turning. With a ship, I can only go, you know, as fast as that ship can go, with tanks and airplanes and all that good stuff. That's why I love it so much. And because, you know, partially I don't have the reaction speed anymore. I mean, I'm not that old, but I'm not like, you know, 18 anymore either. You know, where I'm young and full of potential, and you know, my whole life's ahead of me. It's like, no, I've been there, I've done that. Not saying it's not for me. I'm just saying that well, I spent some of my potential. Let's say that. I've learned some things. And I've learned that you gotta work harder, not smarter. No, just kidding. I've learned you gotta work smarter, not harder. And so we are getting set well before we need to be. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. Let's accelerate time and get on our 90, which we have now. If he changed course, he could have also changed speed, and this will be fine because we'll use this speed for the final calculation. So let's figure what that is as soon as our guy tracks. Yep, that's cool. We just kind of need a idea, because again, if I wasn't precise before with the calculations and being like all persnickety and it has to be exactly just so. It's going 8.
6, 8.
Then I won't be precise now because it's in the daytime, and you saw how the guys would turn.
Yes, sir. Current speed 0.
Okay, so let's slow this boat down quite a bit. Alright, so we're going to do a front attack. We'll use tubes 5 and 6. Loaded. We don't know what it is yet, but we know it's going 8. So that's set. Angle on bow, I'm going to guess, is going to be here. And then our range will be there. Alright, good. So, we need to know what the heck this thing is. But he's at 6.6, so we're going to check up on him when he's more like at 50. So let's accelerate there. Alright, so we're at 50. Drop down to normal speed.
6, 5.
Okay, this guy looks like a medium split.
Bearing 4, 9.
No, too big. Not that one. Not that one. That one's very distinct. He looks like this.
8.
No, he's not that one though.
Bearing 4, 7.
Oh, he's a small one. Freaking dang it. Well, he's got no guns, so I'm not gonna waste a torpedo on this guy.
4, 6.
No way am I gonna waste a torpedo on this guy. Alright, so screw the calculations. Get me close.
Ahead 1/3.
Alright.
Bearing. 4, 5.
What's our range? 1,900. Yeah, get me close.
Yes, sir. Ahead standard.
I wonder if you can see the trail from our periscope. That's such an amazing invention, the periscope. Like, look, the entire submarine's underwater, and this is the only part of it you can see. That's amazing.
Bearing. 4, 3.
See, there you go, that little white trail that's coming off of it. I wonder if you can see that. I don't actually know. Okay. Any rate, we're gonna drop our scope because we have this amazing thing called sonar. There. I don't usually ping that often because it gives away your position, but with this guy, I don't really care. So that's how we're gonna keep track of him. Good. We're gonna surface at about 1,000. Just wait a few more seconds and ping again. And this sends the range to the computer, which is here. And that's exactly how you get exact range. Or you can just do what I do and measure it on the map. Either way works. Okay. Let's get some peoples on the guns.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3. Low ballast. Bearing. 4, 2.
And away we go. Hello, sunshine. Did you miss me? This guy must be crapping his pants right now.
Bearing. 4, 1.
Alright, so we're actually in kind of a sticky spot here.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's light this mother.
0.
I'm actually gonna
Yes,
reverse.
sir. Merchant. Back standard. Bearing. 3, 9. Closing.
Excellent hit.
Merchant. Bearing. 3, 8. Closing.
I got a hole.
Merchant.
Not exactly where I wanted it, but hey, it'll help.
5. Closing. Merchant.
That was beautiful.
Bearing. 3, 3.
Yeah, you see how he's turning into me. He wants to get close. And I am not gonna let him.
Merchant. Bearing. 3, 0. Closing.
Well, that'll help if I can get him a little
Merchant.
lower.
Bearing. 2, 8. Closing.
Don't worry, sunshine. We're not gonna fire torpedoes at you. You're not even worth it.
Merchant. Bearing. 2, 5. Closing.
Good hit. We're gonna switch to HE
Bearing. 2.
because I can't get the guns low enough.
Closing.
So hopefully, once you start sinking, those holes will kind of help him along.
Bearing. 1, 9.
Oops, I forgot.
Closing.
You're shooting HE. You want to be firing more at the top,
Merchant. Bearing.
like that.
1.
Although I want to be hitting more around the
Closing.
masts because that's where the cargo is. So very tricky to do, though.
Bearing. 1, 4. Closing. Merchant. Bearing.
Fire. Hopefully that cooks off some ammunition. That'd be lovely. Let's spread the pain.
Merchant. Bearing. 9. Moving away.
Oh, about
Merchant.
there maybe.
Bearing. 7. Moving away.
Alright, I'm just gonna, even if I miss, I need to start hitting these ammos. Direct hit!
Bearing. 6. Moving away.
Yeah.
Merchant.
Let's try to get the other
Bearing.
masts taken out.
4. Moving away.
That was a hit. I don't know why it blew up.
Merchant. Bearing. 3.
Yes, sir.
Moving away.
3, 8.
Yes, sir.
That's kind of the opposite of what I wanted, but
Bearing.
whatever.
3, 5, 9. Moving away.
Just keep shooting.
Merchant. Bearing. 3, 4, 3. Moving away.
Load AP.
Merchant. Bearing. 3, 2, 9. Moving away. Merchant.
Crap.
Bearing.
Yes, sir.
3,
Rudder, 0.
1.
Rudder,
7.
0. Yes, sir. Back
Moving
low.
away.
Dang.
Merchant.
It's
Bearing.
at that magic spot
3,
where I can't hit him.
0, 8. Moving away.
Huh?
Merchant. Bearing. 3, 0, 7. Moving away.
Where I wanted to get under the water. But see, he's at that magic range where just a click up isn't gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
All stop.
Merchant. Bearing.
Ooh, there it was. Yes.
8.
There he is. There he is. Amazing. Awesome sauce. We got him. We didn't waste a torpedo or anything. Those holes sure will help now. Alright, peace out, mate. Oh, look how fast he sunk. Bye-bye. Yep, you're dead. And I'm not. Alright, but we're wasting daylight. We need to get en route to our patrol. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Returning to course, sir. Yes, sir.
Lovely. Okay. Yeah, sorry I got so quiet there when I'm shooting the deck gun, but you know, the concentration is real. Alright, so everything's back to normal, and we are on patrol. We are off battle stations, and the crew is back where they're supposed to be. Oh, another ship. Let me go check the time on the episode, because I might not do this one. I don't know. We'll see. Give me 1 minute. Alrighty, guys. Unfortunately, this is the end of the episode. It's reaching the 50-minute mark. You probably already knew that, but hey, I didn't. So this is how I do. So unfortunately, this is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Until then, run silent, run deep.